Why is PokéMon written with an accent? Is there a language-related reason why the word has an accent on the E? The Japanese for Pokémon is Pokémon, Pokémon, so it's not to represent a long vowel.
The mark in question is an acute accent mark and is absolutely intended to mimic the native Japanese pronunciation, which itself is based on the English words pocket monster. Because of English orthography, there is considerable ambiguity surrounding the pronunciation of the character E. Compare the way you pronounce the E in pocket with the way you pronounce the E in peel to see this for yourself. However, in Japanese, the orthography and pronunciation of E sounds presents no ambiguity. To accurately transcribe the E sound found in the English word pocket, only the character K, which is pronounced as /K/, can be used. Therefore, to indicate the correct pronunciation in orthographically complex, ambiguous English, the acute accent was used. The reason for this decision was because although no native English words use the acute accent mark, most English speakers, and many Japanese speakers, are familiar with the way in which an acute accent mark modifies pronunciation, due to the large number of existing French loanwords in both English and Japanese. Entree, entrée, café, café, and elite erito are familiar examples of this pattern. Source: I am a Japanese speaker and have worked at Nintendo as a translator.
It's probably to indicate that the E is pronounced, not silent. The word sake, in the meaning of the Japanese rice wine, is sometimes spelt sake for that reason.
It's a stylistic choice that also emphasizes that the E is pronounced. Think about how the word Pokémon looks devoid of 2 decades cultural osmosis. Given that poke is a slangy sexual term, the marketers did their due diligence and found a flashy-looking way to keep the Japanese title.
In French loanwords, E accent aigu, is often pronounced as A, or E, as in fiancé, exposé, etc., so therefore Pokémon would likely indicate to most English speakers that the word is pronounced Pokémon.
Surely the accent is there to indicate that the A isn't silent. If the accent wasn't there, Pokémon would be pronounced Pokemon, according to the rules of English. The accent is probably being phased out because 1, people were most likely leaving it out due to laziness, and 2, it doesn't really matter because Pokémon is now an established brand and everyone knows how it's pronounced, so the accent becomes unnecessary.
I've listened